let's talk about how astrology and self-improvement can go very hand in hand. So, if you don't know, I was definitely going through a bit of a slump a little whiles back, and I'm now kind of like really revered and ready to go and all that, and how one of the things that really helped me kind of like get out of the mess that is what I was going through mind-wise and all of that was the fact that I was looking into what parts of my personality are actually there that I have been ignoring. So I have been kind of on a cycle for a long time of like full like embodiment and like going through everything and chugging through and making huge advancements and yay, and then I crash. And then I grind myself back up, and then I go through and I'm going and I'm pushing and I'm amazing and huge strides in my life, and then I crash. And the cycle continues constantly. While I took my little break and I was vamping down and trying to like get myself up to that like let's go again instead of wallowing, and then I accepted the wallow, I also was like, you know what's not working anymore? This cycle. I'm tired of this. Is there a way to negate or minimize more of the slump? Is there a way to check in and go, you know what, that's not working for me. This isn't going to be a thing that I really want to do, the constant highs and lows. I want something more than that. And so I started looking to astrology. I started looking into what the planets are doing. Is there a energetic reason possibly that I'm feeling the way I'm feeling? And lo and behold, what did I find? Almost every dang planet is in retrograde. Don't know what a retrograde is? Basically means planets are doing the opposite of what they normally do. So Mercury is all about communication. Mercury goes in retrograde, then all your stuff that goes with communication ain't gonna be working all that well. Or you may find it harder to speak. You may find an email doesn't get sent right. These type of deals. Mars is all about action, drive forward, go, go, go. Mars goes into retrograde, you need to settle, you need to calm down, you need to whew for a minute. And on and on and on. And while that was very valuable to me in a sense, because I was like, okay, the entire universe is right now screaming in a sense for all of us to chill for a minute. We made great strides in the first half of the year, and now it's time for us to just reel it in, check in with some of our shadows, get rid of some of the things that have been holding us back, and then push forward. Elsewise, this rest is good. This is a good thing. But on top of that, I was like, okay, that is there and that is true. But if you don't know about her, go to Bahati's Life channel. She does fantastic astrology overviews about what's going on. She's like really in depth with that type of deal. We'll give you I think she does a weekly video about what the planets are doing, so you can kind of like have an idea of what the energies you're working with are. And while I don't want to like live my life by the planets, I think it's a good thing to check in with, because there is some energies that are affecting, right? If the moon can control the water and the tides in the oceans, then there has to be some sort of energy exchange that's going on with everything else. Even if it is huge distances and far away, I feel like there has to be some sort of pull, and realized with my own chart what that meant. So I went to astro.com and I pulled my chart, and when you pull a chart, it looks like freaking like what is this? Is just, it's a hot mess. It's like just a circle and then lines going everywhere and all these different, like it says your sun, your moon, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, your Jupiter, your Saturn, where all the planets are and where and what sign. And then there's houses, and if you have never touched this stuff before and you're just pulling your own chart and you're just like, what does this mean? This is chaos. How am I supposed to understand any of this? And so I started going through some videos that I found that helped to explain the chart and really explore it, because I want to know more of like, hey, if there's some sort of energy that's integral to my person that I'm ignoring, maybe exploring that would really help and really have me better understand myself a bit. And lo and behold, my sun sign is a Gemini, if you did not know. That comes across a lot in the airy, in the love of chaos, of change, in the flux, and in the chatty. But also, my moon is a Capricorn, which now that I've looked into the associations with the Capricorn, being stubborn, this kind of like structured order thing, like it makes so much sense. And makes me really reorganize and think about some of the ways that I look at my life and how I'm kind of like, well, that's not me. I just need to push through that. Maybe it's not something I need to push through. Maybe it's something I actually need to construct my life around. I do enjoy change. I enjoy upheaval in a sense of certain parts of life. I like a constant flux and a flow, and I'm fearful always of stagnation. But that huge upheaval all of aspects of my life terrifies me in one breath, and in the other breath it also then immediately, because it's terrifying and causing anxiety and it's just like woo, it then drops in the aftermath, and there's my cycle right there. I am going with my sun sign, I am feeling that change, I am feeling that full embodiment, I'm feeling that like yes, 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 things are fluxing, things are moving, and then it gets scary and it's too fast and it's not structured and this is pure chaos and what in the world, and then I crash down and I need structure, I need simple, I need, you know, boom, 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 and then I fear the stagnation again and the Gemini in me screams and then it repeats and it's constant fighting. So I thought, what if I work with my signs? What if instead of doing upheaval and then crash and then upheaval and then crash, I do constant structured change, and also constant structures and things in my everyday life specifically, like really focusing. I've spoken a lot in this channel about building my habits and how doing small things, very mundane things, and interweaving them with my witchcraft is very important to me. And now I can see where that comes from. One, there's a shit ton of planets in my 6th house. The 6th house is, see in my notes, again, I'm not an astrology expert. If you want an astrology expert, this is not the channel to come to. Go to Bahati Life or some others. Actually, I'll put the link down to the playlist down below of where I am now learning it, because there's a lovely man, I can't remember his channel right now, but he kind of like breaks down all of this stuff, and so I've been writing it all down slowly but surely, trying to get a handle on this type of stuff. So let's see here. I don't think I got to that. My moon is in the 6th house. What else is in the 6th house? Neptune's in the 6th house. Uranus is in the 6th house. My true node is in the 6th house. So much stuff is in my 6th house, all under Capricorn. And that just means, okay, well, I need to take notice of Capricorn and how maybe the change and the Gemini and all of that wild, crazy air energy that comes along with that can come in to my overall aspects, but maybe then with my everyday aspects, I should be looking more at my Capricorn moon aspects and think of how can I add some structure to combat that stubbornness that kicks in? How can I check myself when and so I don't feel like the entire world is moving underneath me and I have to move and I'm gonna like crash and fall and die. Like, what are these things that I can implement from my chart to help myself grow better? And at first I was like, a chart is just, it's silly, it's nonsense, it's like, that has no effect on you. It's all about choice, and it might have a small energetical effect, but that's it. But now looking into this, it is, you know, I feel it in my life, and I feel it in the way that I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, that would help, huh? If I really started structuring out my change, if I gave myself the baby steps. I realized from this chart, it says I should value slow, progressive change. That is or like strides towards a goal, like that is really important to me. And that is so true. I really do value those slow, consistent steps made to a greater goal. In the long run, like that's something that I do really value. When I see it in other people, I value it so much, yet I look at it in my own life and I haven't really implemented that or accepted that in a day-to-day sense, and therefore it causes me stress because I'm like, I'm not as far as where I need to be, I'm not here, I'm not here. Well, it's like, well, yeah, of course you don't feel like you're here, here, and here. You haven't made a plan. You haven't made a structured step-by-step process of how to inch yourself forward bit by bit and allow the change to happen more gradually. Things to consider. So it's just my personal take. Go to astro.com, pull your own chart and see what your moon and sun and where all the other planets are for you. And then if you need a more in-depth expression of your own chart, you can, I guess, follow the lovely man's videos down below and look into it. I might do a series called What the F Universe, What the Fuck Universe, talking about how I'm learning my chart and how I'm doing all of this. Basically a learn along with me if you're so intrigued. As I learn, you learn type of deal. If you guys are interested in that, comment down below like, yay, you'd love to see that series, and I'll just kind of like go through as I'm learning more things about my chart. I'll share them with you, and you could pull your own chart and learn along with me if you so feel the need. But if not, then that's cool too. I'm extremely interested in really improving myself and now having kind of a, I guess, a map of who I am as a person, and looking in and going, does this apply, and how can I add this to further my growth instead of hindering it all the time with the ups and the downs. Anyway, I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like and subscribe if you're all about it. Follow me on all the other social medias. Check out my blog at shadowharvestwitch@squarespace.com for more of my rambly wonderfulness. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.